Today, I'm going to show you how using the time blocking method for your homeschool routine can change your life. Let's chat a little bit about what time blocking is, how you can use it in your homeschool, and then I'm going to share with you the schedule that we use to get everything done. Most people, when they start homeschooling, they plan out a schedule similar to what they grew up with in public school, where the day is broken down into a different class every 50 minutes or so throughout the 7-hour school day. They might give themselves a strict schedule like 9 o'clock math, 9:50 English, 10:40 history, and so on throughout the day. The problem with scheduling your homeschool like that is that it can be really stressful if, say, one of your kids is struggling in math one day and it takes an hour instead of 50 minutes to get the lesson done. Then what do you do with the next subject? Do you cut it short, or do you push everything out 10 minutes later into the day? Or what if your child finishes math in 20 minutes instead? Do you then give your child busy work, or wait another 30 minutes before you start your English so that you don't deviate from your schedule? What if someone gets hurt or siblings start arguing? Because that never happens, right? And you aren't able to get to your next lesson when you plan to. What do? This is where time blocking comes in to save the day. So what is time blocking? The concept of block scheduling is simple, but is life-changing. In a nutshell, with block scheduling, you create time blocks throughout your day in which you do a group of certain activities or subjects for that designated period of time. And then when the block is over, you move on to the next block. During each time block, the idea is that you only work on the subjects or the activities for that block. This helps you to focus completely on a smaller task at hand or a smaller group of subjects rather than looking at the entire list of all the things that need to be done for the day and feeling overwhelmed. By having a group of subjects in each block, it gives you the freedom to know that if one subject takes a little longer than normal, that's okay. You can just keep working until it's done, and then you move on seamlessly to the next subject, rather than feeling pressured with each subject to get it done with its own set scheduled time. To make this work best, you really want to break down your day into manageable chunks of time. The key is to make sure you don't overschedule too many subjects into a given time block. And you want to make sure to schedule in a little bit of margin to allow some flexibility if things take a little bit longer than you anticipate them to. You can choose to do subjects in any order you want, as long as they're all done during that time block. You can rotate those to make the best use of your time throughout that time block. Basing your time blocks around normal non-school daily activities like mealtime and snack time makes a good starting point for trying to figure out time blocks specific to your family. Those events kind of act as natural breaks between one subject and another because everyone usually eats around the same time every day in most families. In order to explain this all better, I thought it'd be helpful to show you our block schedule, and in doing that, hopefully answer some questions you might be having about how this system actually works. I have our day broken into 6 time blocks. Each block is somewhere around 2 to 3 hours. I have a link to a PDF download of our block schedule in the description below, as well as a blank one for you if you want to try this out yourself. So let's jump into our schedule. Block 1 is our morning block. This is basically just the normal morning routine that we go through every day before we start school time. 6:30 to 9 o'clock is our morning block time. This is when I wake up and have some mom time. I get my coffee, do my Bible study, I might get on YouTube and respond to some comments or do some research. Sometime between 7:30 and 8, the kids wake up, they come upstairs, I make breakfast, and then they have their morning chores to do. Then we roll into block 2, which is our core block. This is where you want to schedule all of your top priority subjects. You might wonder what those subjects are. So you want to think about, if I can only get these few subjects done today, I'll be okay with that. Those are gonna be your core subjects. It's important to put those ones first because our minds are freshest first thing in the morning. And also in case something comes up later in the day that causes us to not be able to finish the rest of our schoolwork, then at least we've got those most important things tackled. So for us, our core block runs from about 9 o'clock to about 11:30 in the morning. Our kids work on their core individual subjects of math and language arts and spelling. At 10 o'clock, we have our snack time. And during that time, we have our morning time loop schedule. We dive into our history or science or health loop schedule as well. Basically, the loop schedule is where you have a list of subjects that you want to work on, but you only choose one of them that you work on in any given day. So then moving into block 3, our midday break. This one goes from around 11:30 to about 1:30, and the kids have some free time outside while I get lunch together. They come in for lunch and then have a little bit more free time until we move on to our next block. Block 4 is our secondary block. This is kind of that great catch-all time period. This runs from about 1:30 till around 3. In this block, we make up core work from morning subjects that maybe weren't able to get finished. And then the kids move on to either handwriting or typing, whatever they need to do that day, some silent reading, and music practice. So then block 5 is our late afternoon block. This one starts at 3 o'clock and runs till about 6. So it's basically the time between when we finish up our schoolwork and when we have dinner. During that time, right at 3 is always our afternoon snack time, and we generally will do our read aloud during that time. Then the kids have some more free time. They can go outside to play, whatever they want to do, until about 4:30 they do an afternoon tidy where they just kind of clean up everything that they've gotten out throughout the day, make sure all their school books and different things are put away. Block 6 is our evening block. And this runs from dinner until bedtime. Around 6 o'clock, we normally have dinner, and then after dinner, the kids do their evening chores like dishes and sweeping and cleaning off the counters and tables, and then they have free time to do whatever they want to do until bedtime. By using this daily routine coupled with our loop schedules, we're able to get everything done for our schoolwork in about 4 to 4.5 hours a day. We technically probably could get everything done by around 1 if we pushed through and did everything in the morning. And a lot of homeschoolers do that, and then they have the afternoon to do what they want. But for us, it works better to have a big break in the middle of the day. We can really make this specific to our own family, what our schedule is, and just make it work for us. It's also important to note that this is by no means a strict schedule. These time blocks are just kind of the average of what we normally do. Time blocking our schedule this way has really given us so much more flexibility and freedom to our day. So what do you think? Are you ready to give time blocking a try? Make sure you download that PDF if you want to try it out. I hope that this was helpful to you. Please hit that like button if you got value from today's video and share it out to your homeschool friends that might benefit from using this method. Thanks so much for watching today. Bye.